right. How is everybody doing tonight? Hopefully things are well. Be doing something a little different for this evening. We're kind of getting free and clear of the most recent event. I'm going to do a bit of updates for the week going forward so that we kind of have a preview of what's coming up for IAE and whatnot. We'll look at the current CCUs, and I'll try to explain what we're looking at there going in. Especially since I'm not sure how much longer the current 3 are going to remain in the shop. Well, I guess they've
CCU.
they're probably
What
going
now?
on 5 or
Tongue
6
sticking
weeks, or at least five weeks. Of time. So I don't know. They put the insurance in there in advance of IE because of course they'll be on sale again for IE. I just don't know if they're going to maintain the new Warbond pricing and LTI for the Stinger and Shiv going forward. So anyway, I'll kind of review that before we necessarily get into game, and then the other part is I'm going to do basically a pseudo new like a freefly new player guide, or at least get the footage for it, on my way to check out the IA preview of the hall at Crusader.
Fizz said, I have
Hey.
finally arrived.
Fez, how's it going? Sienna was first in. You forgot to ban him out. And there's no point in doing it now before you hit send, because it's already been acknowledged that Sienna got his voice into the stream already. So,
I can ban him permanently.
well, what fun would that be? Come on.
Stop stream and start over.
No. Nice try, though. If I stop the stream, I'm just gonna go have a nap, and nobody will hear from me for at least 3 days, because got some major going on tomorrow that's liable to
The
make
fun would be I
talking-
randomly unban him for certain streams, and he has to guess which one it is.
Oh. Hey, look, there's somebody else we got to ban. I wonder how many on...
Sienna said, why banning Purple's viewer? Seems a bit rude.
Fizz said, you are not a viewer, you are a tick.
Yes, and Fizz is a professional troll. Yeah.
LUL, yes, sir, I am.
We all know it. So yeah, when we get going, I'm probably going to turn off the text to speech again and try to run through these segments as uninterrupted as I can manage. And then we'll go preview the IAE hall, and then I have to do the jump to Nyx. And we'll go and check out the Glacium belt a little bit on the drive into Lagski. And we'll see what kind of performance we end up getting. I know there's a lot of folks who kind of expressing their...
Sienna said, still want a party? Or doing it solo?
Party? I think it's 1999. I thought I thought your character was already in the PT, or your PTU character was already at Nyx. So if we do party up, it'll wait until we get to Nyx. This is most of the footage
Condev
up.
is interested in joining also.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you guys can always go ahead of me and do whatever you like. I'm basically, until I get myself to Nyx, I'm not gonna bother either with partying up or team chats. Although if I do go voice,
Roger.
it'll probably be in. I might be using Discord probably. So, I mean, I got TeamSpeak hooked up. I guess it'll depend on where you guys are.
Discord or TS does not matter.
Yeah, I'm inclined more towards Discord because the sound quality is better on my end. So, anyway. But yeah, that's kind of the plan for tonight. Oh, probably should have put out some sort of announcement, shouldn't I? I completely forgot to do any of that. All right. There. Finally got the announcements out of the way that I should have done 10 minutes ago. All right. All right, let's take a look at where we are. Alpha 4.3.2. I have been hitting the wrong version number in all my stream descriptions for the last month. I'm not even sure if there's a 3.4.2, but yeah, 4.3.2 we'll be wrapping up in the next probably 3 or 4 days.
Paying attention like all of us, I see.
Oh, yeah, I know, right? All right. I need to meet you. Okay. We'll try that again. All right, so we're still currently 4.3.2 live, and it is wrapping up. Probably the patch will drop sometime around Thursday, around the 20th, maybe the day before. We will have to see some release candidates coming into 4.4 PTU before that. But the event for the Freedom Fighters finale will go until that event, or until that patch drops. And that's the one we've been grinding away at one way or another over the last several streams. Where, depending on which phases you complete, there's some armors for the two factions, CFP and Headhunters. Well, actually, it's more like clothing for phase 1, MTC paints for phase 2, and arrow and spirit paints for phase 3. Kind of gone over that to death. And of course, with it were released 3 ships, which are still up and available. We'll talk about them in a couple minutes. And the Deadlock Patch Bundle, which is what is that? A Star Lancer paint plus some armor. I think this is the new, what is it, Palatino armor or something like that. Anyway. War Bond only for $28, and it will probably go away when the new patch drops as well. Any of the time limited ones, ships that were on sale during this patch, probably won't matter because when 4.4 starts, of course, the IAE, the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo starts, and all the ships over the course of that 2 weeks after that will be available to rent and try and or buy, even if they're not even the concept ships that aren't flyable. Can't rent them, of course, they're not flyable, but anyway. All right, so to take advantage of any of this, of course, for freefly or otherwise, you need an account. Use a referral code like the one I have listed here, and there's a link either on my website or the bottom of my Twitch channel. Where did I put my Twitch channel? Anyway, you can find it. It looks like this. Register using code, and it will take you to purpletarget.tv/SC50K, and that'll actually take you to the RSI website, and it'll autofill my code. So it's a very easy way to make sure that you have a code when you create your account, because then deciding when you eventually back the game, you get the $50,000 or credits in game, and depending on when you decide to back, there may be extra bonuses as well. So, for example, during the free fly for IAE, there's going to be some extra referral bonus. We're not sure what it is. Sometimes it's been a snub ship or a hover bike or something like that. I'm not sure if they've done armor sets as well. There'll be something. We'll see. And of course, the IAE starts on November 20th. We have 3 days and 15 hours from the time of the recording. So yeah, starts on the 20th to December 3rd inclusive, and basically every ship that's flyable in the game, pretty much, with very limited exceptions, will be available to rent and try. And pretty much every ship will be available to buy. So they'll roll up availability each day for a given manufacturer, who will have 2 days of presence, and then before rolling over to the next one. So we're expecting about every 2 days for there to be new ships released. So it's a good idea to kind of try to hold your vault until you kind of see what's going on, because once you get to the best in show and the finale, basically everything comes open season, both on the rental and the buy side. However, there is also daily war bond deals going to be going on each day, and so those might be opportunities to save a lot of money on your CCU chains if you want to figure that out. Though that's not necessarily a new player thing. That's a how to save money on your way to becoming a whale problem. Right. During the campaign, there's also going to be Twitch drops for the Welcome to Nyx, and it includes this shiny new armor set. 4 hours of watch time for any Twitch channel running with drops enabled, which I'll totally intend on doing. And again, you'll need an RSI account for that already, and just link it to Twitch. The instructions are on the page there. Epoch coloring set for Aztalan helmet, and Geist armor set, and a CSP 69L backpack. And this is the first time that RSI has done Twitch drops. So very much looking forward to that. We don't know yet. We'll hopefully get more details this week if there's going to be videos for IAE, but it definitely looks like they're setting up for some podcasts. So they announced this Talking Shop from Alexi Marlowe and Gail Kessler. I'm not sure if these folks are new. New characters being put into Teach's back office in Levski. And they're going to be talking about RSI ships on the 20th, Drake's on the 22nd, and Grey Cat and Industrial and everything in between on the 26th. And we'll see what other content drops start showing up early this week. Previous years, they've done more video type segments, so I'm not sure if this is going to be audio only or what, but Paladin is still for sale. This was one of the ones that dropped at CitizenCon. I think it's $350. The price went up. But it's still available for Warbond CCUs if you don't necessarily want to try and pay full price for it, but lock it in. Same with the Asperia Stinger was another one. And the really nice thing here is the two Warbonds actually line up with each other, which I'll show you in a second. And my favorite, Gray's Market Shiv, complete with the bucket. This is a amalgamation of several other ship types kind of chop together. And I'm still waiting to see what this coming soon transmission error is about. I want to see what it is actually. I think it has a secret and I want to know what it is. And hopefully whatever held this up will be before this thing goes off its current sale. All right. So ship upgrades, how this is very useful is if we take a look at the Paladin at $350, we get a Warbond edition, which takes it down to $325, I think it was. Yeah, $325. So $25 off. And your next link is either the Connie Kila or the Mole. Don't use the Cargo or Talus, Carbon or Talus edition unless you actually had one. But here's the real opportunity right now is the Stinger is currently in the same price point, and it also has a war bond. So for $10, you can save 25 by going Paladin to Stinger. And then if you also get the Stinger, it's on war bond for $290. So again, $25 in savings. Although you have to go down to a Vanguard Sentinel. Not the Blade. I don't think the Blade is a good idea. Mostly because, one, I don't think it does CCU sales. Yeah. And it tends to not. It's only kind of, well, I guess it is available, but mostly either during IAE or Alien Week. So, yeah. Whereas the Sentinel comes up a little more frequently, even if there's no actual, not necessarily any war bonds. There's a few of them, though. But there'll be something else on the underside, or below the Sentinel, that'll probably also come up. So, they're time limited, but you can at least get into them a little more often than the Blade. So $15 for another $25 worth of savings. And you can just sort of sit on them and wait for something to come up at IAE to fill in the gaps. Although right now we also have the Shiv, so that allows another option to fill in a gap. Do the War Bond Edition, save $15, and you can get this for $10 as well. Now the 350R, let's see. The 350R has only had the one war bond a couple years ago, so probably not that good a contender. And the C1 has had plenty, although it's a fairly new ship, so we'll see. The Mark 1s are absolutely out unless you have one to go for, but you can't get these anymore, so never ever put them on this side. And they just announced that the Raft is going to be going up in price, so we don't know where it's going to end up, so I wouldn't put it on this side of the chain either. Although there's definitely opportunities to maybe get a Raft chain on the left-hand side for that appreciation. Sorry, right-hand side? Right-hand side. But yeah, don't get the Raft. Don't link it to the Raft. The Raft is going to go up, and whatever savings you might have gotten will disappear. So C1 will be the obvious choice there. So between those three in a chain, you get what was it, $65 in savings for $35 in. And then you just have to figure out how to infill the rest of it. During IAE, we're likely to get an LTI token. There's some rumors of a ship similar to the MTC, which was $50 on its own and $45 with War Bond, which allows the lifetime insurance. There will probably be something similar available. And that allows you to get the LTI token plus the other War Bonds over the course of the IAE. Allow you to get into a lot of ships for a lot less. Alright, so that's CCU game nonsense. Did I cover everything? IA schedule, drops. Oh, paints. Golden ticket holders for... Where did they put the announcement for that? Let me see if I can find it here. There it is. All right. So yeah, every ship available for rent, rotating manufacturers each day for 48-hour periods for free 48-hour rentals of any of their flyable ships. All ships and concepts basically will be for sale. Daily war bond deals that'll be 24 hours only with some there may be some repeats during the finale, but we don't know what they are until they actually show up. There's the Twitch Drops campaign for the free set of armor. There's a referral bonus, so if you have an account with code and you decide to back the game at the time, you'll get the 50,000 credits or extra in-game credits, plus whatever the referral bonus is. Details to be announced sometime later. Hopefully this week beforehand. Like I said, there's been armors or even small snub ships and whatnot, or hover bikes previously. There's the talking ship stuff going on. It's a good opportunity to get any of your CCUs to play the CCU game and save a bunch of money. And anyone who has made Wing Commander or better, or has ever put in a golden ticket to rent a C or F8C Lightning, because these will now be on sale for everybody. But previous ticket holders will automatically be getting this paint job delivered to their account on Anvil A. And I think that basically covers up the TLDR for IAE. All right, Claire's mod. Put voices and announcement back on and see what I missed. Let's see. Is that Orson? Yes, it is. Dum Dum's paired up with this else known as Twitch. I mean, it's massive marketing, man. Come on. I mean, Jeff has more money than the deities, so of course Twitch sold out to them. But yeah, it's I've been waiting for Twitch drops for Star Citizen for a long time, so I'm actually quite happy. Because I always found initially when I got into the game, given that it's all digital products, I found CIG or kind of suspected it to be, or thought about it that they're being a little bit stingy. Almost nothing was given out for free. But it's all digital goods, so it's not like it costs them extra to put something in there. So, but what I think is happening is they're finally getting enough content in the game. There's enough armor sets and various other things because they've been making stuff for the subscribers for years. And while that's account bound and always on their account, they've started allowing it to show up in loot tables and stuff like that. And eventually it'll all be craftable anyway. So it's been nice to see that they're getting ahead on that enough that they've been able to sort of loosen the, I wouldn't say purse strings, but make things like this sort of stuff available for Twitch drops. I think is a great move. Might need to start up a soul-consuming business for the business elite. I'm not sure you'll get any. That's not true. I don't think people understand business people, but the ones I know that are fairly well-to-do are quite decent people.
Fizz said they have families.
Went through the Drake trash and taped it all together. Are you talking to the Shiv? Yeah. But it's not just Drake. I mean, there's pieces of a Freelancer and Valkyrie engines and everything on there. So, I'm not sure what manufacturer made the bucket though. I'll do a good job. What? They're looking for a marketing manager, according to their job posting, might apply. You think you'll do a good job as a marketing manager? Or I do? I don't. If there's anything about the business stuff that I have been doing, yeah, marketing is definitely not my strong point. I'm far more an operations guy. The parts that Drake stole for R&D, like the Valkyrie engines, yeah. Apparently Murphy's, or not Murphy's, Gray's ship shop. There is actually a Gray's marketplace now. He's apparently set up in the PTU in one of the hangars at Grimhex. So I don't know if I'm going to worry about taking time to do that tonight or not, but I do think it's hilarious. So I'm just seeing if some of these markers are actually doing what they're supposed to do. All right. I think that covers off everything I needed to do for the preamble. How are we doing for commercials? Minutes, eh? Should be enough time for me to at least get into the verse and up to Everest. All right, you guys are being put on mute again. And I'm going to get away from my face. All right. All right, so getting into 4.4, we should be seeing a starter screen with Arena Commander and the Persistent Universe. The Persistent Universe is the part that we actually care about. And of course, got the character generator. It's a character generator, do your thing, but at least you can save and load stuff from time to time, so you don't actually have to fiddle around with it every time they do a new patch, which is nice. Alrighty, hit review and accept. We're going to skip the tutorial today because I have that somewhere else. Alright, primary residence selection. I can put forward a recommendation for new players. If you're experienced and you know what Pyro's about, help yourself. You're not watching this kind of video anyway. Nyx system is brand new for this patch. Levski would be the location. Don't do it. Now, the reason for this is everybody's going to be here. And it's going to lag out or bug out or whatever. There's always issues with new areas, and that's kind of part of the point of testing them. However, if you put your primary residence here, if you end up having problems getting out of Levski and there's issues or bugs surrounding it, you're stuck there, right? So not recommended for this patch. Eventually it'll be fine once it's stabilized. So beginning players, you all want to start in the stand system. Now, Orson is where the expo is going to be. Again, I don't recommend starting here. You can, I don't recommend it. Because everyone and their dog is going to be here renting ships. So I usually, I mean, Orson is... heck, on a it is brutal on any older systems as it is, because there's a lot. It's a beautiful, gorgeous place, but it hammers graphics cards, and if you throw in a large player count, it's liable to get even worse. So recommendation is don't use Orson, because you won't be able to escape if there's problems. Area 18 is a third choice. There's no ground exit out of there, which is why I don't like using it. But the trams are usually pretty stable-ish. Yeah, if there's problems, you basically have no alternatives other than server hopping to try and get out of there. New Babbage is a solid choice. It's just far away from everywhere, but at least there's a ground exit at the Commons in case the spaceport is locked up, and you can get somebody else to pick you up at the Commons, assuming that at least the train line is working. I'm not sure how much of that has been an issue in more recent patches. I'm thinking in terms of what we've seen from IAE like last year. So my recommendation is Lorville, especially if you're going to do the tutorial version. And the reason for that is it's one of the oldest systems. The trains are the most stable. It's got 6 different city gates that you can escape to and get somebody to come pick you up. It's also fairly central to the star system. So you don't have to travel as far to get to Orson. And here's our news while we wait for stuff to load. This terraformation thing is a huge mistake. I'm kind of hoping they turn that into some sort of tabloid mystery thing that didn't actually happen. Nyx 1 can't be terraformed. It's too close to the a hotter star. It's basically like trying to terraform Mercury. You just end up burning away your atmosphere and any water on it. There's no way for it to hold on to liquid water. Nerd? What do you mean, Salamander? Sorry. Put your voices back here for a second so you guys can get it out of your system. The lore nerds have been going on about this for a month now and lighting their hair on fire. I figured I'd throw in the science angle on it as well. Because even whatever CIG has been doing this... whatever they've done in the last little while to try and fix or retcon things, it's very hastily done, badly written, and not very well thought through. And not just for the science reasons, even for the character of what Nyx is supposed to represent in terms of the kind of environment it's supposed to represent or whatnot. So, and I don't think it's actually needed. I know they need Nyx 1, or they need a really pretty planet to test out all the Genesis version 5 stuff and get it into the game. And if they want to test it sooner than later, they kind of have to put it in Nyx right now, since they're going to be building out the system anyway. And rather than waiting until Castra. So that part's fine. It's just that can't have a garden world in Nyx or anything of the sort. I mean, eventually when base building comes in, they'll have adverse environments bases for everything anyway. And it's not like every system needs a land surface to do land bases on anyway, because when they eventually give us space stations, that's all the real estate any system will ever need. It's out in space. So anyway, what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was gonna get to Evers. All right, you guys didn't say anything, so I'm taking your voices away again. All right, the view that we get when we start out, now that we're starting in hangars, which is awesome. F12, get rid of the let's try the scan. Alright, I'm load into the game in the hangar. I have to hit F12 and get rid of the chat cancer.
Welcome.
Get our
to the
ship.
Airsoft vehicle retrieval system.
Now, everyone gets a request deliver and then retrieve.
Your vehicle has been deployed as visitors again.
Longest hangar animation ever. we'll give you guys your voices back anyway, after all. This bit running up to the, running up to Everest isn't too sensitive. Does this have the Nocturne paint on it? I don't think this is the default paint job. Love it. All right.
Attention pilot, you are cleared for takeoff.
Crusader Industries, a journey breathtaking. Systems on.
Earth Dynamics thanks you.
You're welcome. I love the screenshot generator. All right.
Shields off. Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Are we running game sounds a little too hot there? It seemed to be up there, isn't it? Oh, wait a minute. Is that... No, that's the same. Alright. Hopefully that's a little more tolerable, not blasting everybody's eardrums.
Shields on.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Landing gear down.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Systems off.
I think it's funny I give you guys your voice back and you don't say anything. As soon as I take your voices away, you're like, no!
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been phase visited.
Ooh, they have the exterior freight areas listed on the, problem with doing them from alphabetically now is we gotta scroll to the very bottom to get to our hangars. Except for players with names that are earlier in the alphabet than E. What the hell's all that noise? That's supposed to be the screen making that much noise? That's like brutal. Oh. That's the problem. Okay. Okay. We're gonna ignore it. And I'm going to take an intermission for 4 minutes so that we can get ads out of the way. I'll be right back. Alright. I think we're gonna have to get away from this stupid basket. I don't think there's anything we really need to worry about over here anyway.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Has been moved to our stock vehicles. Your vehicle has been delivered to please visitors again. Vehicle selected. Stand. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visitors again.
Well, that was irritating. Alright. Whoops. Alright, well. Good option to sort of see what can go wrong.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
And that goes.
Has been moved. Please visit us again.
Try to store it and leave. That's not the behavior we want to see.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
Alright. We'll try retrieving it again.
Selected. Your vehicle has been delivered to please visit us again. Goodbye.
We're just gonna give it a minute before we actually go check it out. That looks a lot better. All right. Yeah, so for IAE, everybody gets a Crusader Intrepid to fly around. It's actually a nifty little ship. It's got a couple cargo bays, one on either side, 4 SCU each. And then the access in is over on the port side. F to close, F to click, F to everything, F to enter the pilot seat. Did the tutorial, you would have brought Pisces up here and then get this once you're done that. Let's see. Find the comms. There we go.
You are clear to launch.
Get Everest to let us out.
Launch complete.
Get the gear up.
Landing gear up.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Okay, now, you know how to quantum to get up to Everest, then getting to Orson, step. Of course, we're over here in Hurston. Fortunately, we have search bar to look for Orison, and it will take us over to Crusader, and there we plot out our route. Nice and simple today. B for quantum. Wait for the charge on the right to come up and the calibration on the left. It's all green.
Quantum travel engaged.
Left mouse button to engage, and off we go. How long is this supposed to take us? 3.5 minutes. Guess we get to just sit back and enjoy. Anybody have some major purchasing plans that they're looking to get in the next or during IAE? I laid out a ridiculous amount last year, and I don't think I got a single ship for IAE, but I got lots of little pieces. So hopefully save me money in the long run. I think they're actually making the planets a little more visible in the skybox. It's kind of nice. Alright. Oh, that was a quick recovery time. So used to larger ships where it takes like minutes for the, the quantum to recover.
Quantum travel engaged.
Alright, I'm going to splunge up across to Orison. Orison's, of course, a floating cloud city in the top of a gas giant atmosphere. Crusader's the gas giant that we're flying around here. Orson is the main low port, home of Crusader Industries, which actually is the company that makes the Intrepid, among others. And of course, for any
Quantum travel.
of these areas, you kind of have to get used to the layout. So this one, you have to look. The spaceport is over here. The platforms that have the cross to them, and there's a little white strobe light right there. The thing with Orson is you start out a little far away, so bigger ships without a lot of speed take a while to get in here. And depending on what the player load is, come IAE. Yeah, it could be interesting. Alright, let's hit B again, turn off our quantum drive. That'll slow us down. Ask for the landing services.
We have a space view.
Should give us a hangar. Oh, right in the central area there. Nice. So each of the low ports on any of the planets, you kind of have to start figuring out. It's a little bit of area knowledge that goes with this to figure out where what they look like from the air, because you got to get it within at least 5 to 10 kilometers or so, 5 to 8, something like that, to get ATC to talk to you. So
My system's showing that you've arrived. Enjoy your stay at Orson.
all right, engines off,
Engines off.
power off and exit.
Systems off.
Sienna said, IE looks neat.
Yeah. All right, and we can store the ship here or from. We'll do it from the ASOP terminals out there. Avoid the klaxons. August Dunlow Spaceport. Of course, very different look than what we see in Lorville.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been moved to our. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
All right. We're going to want to go to the from the August Dunlow Spaceport to the Vision Center. So if you spawn here, you might you'll end up with the hangars. If you have to drive in here from somewhere else, you'll end up in the hangars. So either way, we're on the right track, and there's the extra bonus. Okay, the NPCs are acting weird, but we have all the signage telling you where to go to get to the expo. Okay. People usually don't fly here, but whatever. This is pretty typical for Star Citizen, though. Wonky NPCs. Maybe it's just a weird server. Narwhal plushies are, of course, available here. And yeah, there we go. The Skyway Transit's off in this direction. And we just get to follow the signs. Long walk to get to the elevators. It actually takes us up to the tram. Sky shuttle, whatever.
At Orson Skyway Shuttle Service, we aim to make getting there half the fun. Please enjoy your flight.
Alright. Vision Center. Providence platform. There it is. Off to the left and down the end of the hall.
Our recently redesigned Crusader Industries shuttlecraft featured expanded vista opportunities with their signature crystal canopies. The next shuttle is approaching the station. Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
And let people off. We'll get on.
Please clear the hatch. Shuttle will be departing. The next shuttle is approaching the station.
Oh, as I recall, this shuttle ride is going to take a while. I think that might be it. Yep, there's the logo. it's the first IAE that's happened in the Vision Center, and I'm not sure it's not the first event that's happened here either. I do like that it's further out, though. It probably will assist the crowds in not tanking performance as bad as it might. Especially since if they really needed to, they could shard this off. I wonder if this will give them the data that in future events, like by next year, if they get the instancing in for Siege and various other gameplay loops, that events like this could actually be instanced off so that every, 500 players or whatever, it just instances out to another server for the Vision Center. And they got our schedule up. Storage terminals, so you stack some water so you don't thirst to death while you're here. Although there are concessions on the show floor, probably. Usually is. There we go. Intergalactic Aerospace Expo.
Automatically compensates bullet drop based off the atmosphere sampling. No idea how the hell it works, but it's pretty insane tech. Been on a bad streak lately, but my luck's due to turn any day now. Some sidekicks buying the coughed up, which will help clear out the debts. And keep how's it going? Left over. So yeah, feel like things are looking up.
Dream last night. Something woke me up in the middle of it too, and now I can't shake this weird feeling. Like, I know the dream is just my mind processing, but it felt so damn real.
We're getting a weird sound differences there, but get more of the wildlands as we go, I'm sure. Usual gift shop with the various merchandise for the different manufacturers.
Days like today remind me why I left Terra. I got this com from my mum, and she just comes off as very self-righteous, dismissive of anything that's not simpatico in her worldview. Hey.
All right, bank elevators. We'll get down to the floor. One stack display, or at least for most of it. I expect the best in show might change up a little bit. It usually does. But we'll see on the day. It's because usually they move out the rest of the display and they just have the 4 final best in shows with their new paints. It's gonna be a nice hologram to greet us with probably the most anticipated one of this particular event. Will probably be there when we get started. Either way. We'll see if they do a script scavenger hunt the way they did for Invictus. I suppose technically you should take the stairs, but it usually looks more impressive over here. Of course, a bunch of the displays are going to be missing. This is still the PTU test, so we'll update some of this around on the day. But this will be the main part here, where you rent your ships. So each day, only one or two of these manufacturers, or whoever the rental day is for that day, as well as the day before, will be available. Be a 2-day rental, and the cost will be for free. So good times. They got the Stinger in there. Nice. Ooh, no, not Origin. Cougar. All right, and so yeah, otherwise it's the show floor to go around and take a look at whatever ships are on display, some new, some old, some in between. I'm not sure if they're going to, if it's anything like in Invictus, they put the Asgard out as a showroom model a few days ahead of its actual official announcement and purchase option. So we may see that, just so then they're not running into the same issues as normal where they're having issues with ships being changed out every day. Mystic Fortune, the salvage variant of the Prospector.
This is a friendly reminder to stay aware of your surroundings and keep an eye on your belongings at all times. We want to make sure that your perfect day stays that way.
Of course, we'll be spending some time touring in more detail once the expo actually opens. If you're a new player into this, definitely, I mean, these shows, I think they're a lot of fun. They're definitely worth exploring all the corners of the show floors. Taking a look at the dioramas that we just walked through. Take a peek at each of the ships on the floor. Certainly can't break anything. And if it's not on the floor, the nice thing with this is that, or the IAE Expo in particular, is that everything's rentable. So all the ships that are flyable, you can rent, and because if it's not on the floor, you can always check it out in the hangar. So here's another thing. C1 Spirit's there. I wonder, are they going to do war bonds on the ships that are actually out here on display? I mean, not all of them, like the Fury. The Furies are so cheap they probably wouldn't do war bond CCUs for them anyway. Mostly empty pads. Will probably end up with something on them. Huh. Rather interesting that that pad's raised up right in the middle here. There's the Origin way in the back. We're going to ignore those. This place will probably have way too many players. Although the upshot is, after about the first couple days, once everybody's looked at the halls, mostly you only have to go as far as the terminals right at the front here to do your daily rentals, or every couple days. Maybe every 3 if there's a manufacturer that you can just skip entirely. The overall look, though, of the halls has definitely improved this year. Maybe they took a lot of inspiration from CitizenCon last year, where they were all involved in actually putting on all the developers were, at least a lot of them were involved in putting on a full-blown show. Live for like, what, 2-3 days. Let's take a peek at each of these. It's going to need more exploration when we actually get there, and really, if you're new to the game, it's a great way to sort of get in and take a look, find out about the ships, see what things are about. There's the concession,
Intergalactic Aerospace Expo.
or a concession. Aegis and Anvil stuck together, which kind of makes sense, yielding the new main military contractors. With the brand new Paladin. Not all that new, actually. It's been in concepts over, or what was it, Christmas that she was concepted out and announced? And initially I thought it was weird seeing the lightning on display. Oh, actually, they always kind of, or often kind of put her on display, but she used to be limited to only golden ticket holders. And a couple other things. So now that it's going to wider pledge, yeah, it makes sense to have her on the store, or on the floor. All right.
Attention visitors, Intergalactic Aerospace Expo. Please remember to stay hydrated while exploring the exhibits on display. For your convenience, a selection of beverages and tasty snacks are available for purchase in the lobby.
It's nice that they're reminding people not to thirst themselves to death.
Gathering the latest and greatest from manufacturers across the empire. The Intergalactic Aerospace Expo is where spaceship enthusiasts come to take flight.
So the raft will be going up in price after this sale, along with the Raylan and the hulls A and B. So it's okay to get CCUs for those, because they'll end up going up in price afterwards at some point, as long as you have the patience to hold on to them. But you don't want to have any of your CCUs dependent on coming from them, because when they go up in price, they might end up being more expensive than the chassis that you're trying to go into. Anyway. All right, so we go in here, we get our ships for the day, and then we can go back to our hangar and check them out. And then possibly use them to go out in the verse and see how they perform. And after all, the whole point, you know, you want to test a fighter, rent fighters and see how they work. rent a couple cargo ships and pull some missions and see how those work. Rent all the starter ships. If you don't have a package yet, rent the starter ships and figure out which one you'd be most happy with. They're not all created equal and not all at the same price point. And it's not like I mean, all the ships are able to be gotten in game anyway, so even if you were budgetarily limited on which one you go to, like a Mustang and Aurora, I'm hoping that they bring the Aurora packages back for this one. Depends on if they've got the rework done. Because, yeah, $45 packs, all that's necessary to get into the game. And everything else you can purchase in-game. Well, purchase or acquire. A few of them get a little more involved in how to. I think the arrival timer's broken. There's some ships that are only acquired through certain gameplay loops at the moment. But
Please clear the hatch. Shuttle will be departing.
seems to be an awful lot of ships just sculling about here, so I'm wondering if that's player ships that are all hanging in the area. Or if somebody decided to do some decor. Don't really see anything I don't recognize, so.
Approaching next station. If this is your stop, please prepare to disembark. Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
All right, back to the Vision Center now.
Sometimes it works.
The next shuttle is approaching the station. Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart. Enjoying the view? Our recently redesigned last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart. Shuttle is approaching the station.
All right. So the vision centers for IAE, however, one of the things you might want to do before you go to the vision center, or certainly before you take off anywhere else, might be to set your spawn. Cloud view with green circle habitation. So let's find the platform for the cloud view center, which is over here. And we'll jump on before it runs away. Alright, so for new players, what happens is if you die, no matter the reason, you get to regenerate, and you can basically pick where you want to regenerate, but you have to do it by going to that medical facility at that location and setting your imprint. Because right now, if there was some problem where something bugged out and you say jumped off a platform and into the massive skybox below, or maybe the platform forgot to hold on to you because the game is early access in development alpha kind of state. And with a lot of players comes a lot of interesting effects. So you never know. So before you go check out the IAE, you might want to come here to Cloud View and go into the green circle and set your spawn point there, so that you don't have as far to go. And it might be a good spot for end of day sort of stuff, so that you're right here by the expo on the next day when the new ships are available. Because right now there's mostly no penalty. There will be eventually. There's no penalty for dying at the moment, even though there will be one at some point. So we'll go in the green circle here, or yeah, no, green circle is habitation. We gotta go across the way to the blue lettering over there.
What's up? Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, the signs that say hospital. So sometimes if you get stuck somewhere, you might have to yeet yourself back. So as long as you don't mind losing whatever's in your backpack, you can always hold down backspace and perish, and intentionally, and it will regen you back at wherever you last put your imprint. So putting one here, if you get stuck out in the middle of Nyx and you don't want to do the jump point back or something, you can just backspace to yeet yourself back here. Now, we can do check-ins. You don't have to do it this way. Actually, I'm going to ignore this. Floor 6, room 2. I don't want to take elevators. That's a pain in the butt. So let's just go over to the insurance desk, where there's a regen thing, and we just set it so instead of the primary residence facility back at Lorville, we transfer to Crusader, and that way we'll come back here. Now, if for whatever reason something's really not working here and you're stuck, then you can reset your location back to your primary residence, and that will put you back to Lorville, and you can start the whole journey over again. This is why I'm saying don't set your initial spawn in some place like Nyx or Pyro, or even you might be able to get away with Orson because the thing is way out there, but still, far more options to get yourself out of trouble at Lorville than there is at some of these others. So, hence the recommendations I made at the beginning. All right. So with that set, we can go and head back to the spaceport and do our journey to Nyx. I think our trams are
Some people are so uneducated.
You don't say.
That's the Discovery Tours. Well, this is also where the space whale statue is. And the lookout point. Pretty views. Go check it out. Explore for yourself. See what you like. Try not to melt your GPU.
Hey there. How are things?
And I mean, there are always issues or options with the mini map. There, it doesn't tell us where.
That's the way it goes sometimes.
Yeah, go back across. All right, it's on the other side of the platform, I think. From where we got off. Yeah, August Dunlow. Where we can get our connecting shuttle back to the
Last call for passengers. The shuttle
cloud
is
view
preparing
if we're
to
going back
depart.
to IAE.
Please clear the hatch. Shuttle will be departing. Approaching next station. If this is your stop, please prepare to disembark. Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart. Enjoy the view. Our recently redesigned Crusader Industries shuttlecraft. Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
Alright, back to the spaceport and through customs, and we get to follow the signs in reverse.
As part of our ongoing Crusader Cares program to improve the lives of everyone involved, Crusader Industries will be donating 10% of all Crusader is together, your next dance.
All right. I'm gonna sit here for a few minutes. See if we missed anything. I don't think so. Nope, no alerts and no talkies, so yeah. And take an opportunity to do an intermission for a few minutes, and we'll come back to this and do the jump point to Nyx. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Miss anything? Nope, doesn't look like it. All right. Silence. And... Okay, so at this point, we've gotten the tutorial done. Got ourselves from I got us to Everest. We've gotten our at this point, we've gotten the tutorial done, which got us up to Everest with the Pisces. We can get our loner Crusader Intrepid for the sake of the Expo, or any starter ship or other ship you have available. Quantum from Everest to Orson at Crusader. Got ourselves over to the Orson Medical Clinic to set our spawn. Over to the Cloud View Center at the Vision Center for the actual expo. Rent whatever ships are available for the day, look at the displays, explore to our heart's content. Back to Dunlow Space Center. And we get to get our Intrepid again. And make our way to Nyx, because that is kind of the whole point of the 4.4 patch.
Vehicle selected. Stand. Your vehicle has been delivered. Please visit us again.
And that means we have to negotiate a jump point. Which you might want to try in a small to medium sized ship before you necessarily start or try it with anything large, but live and learn, you do you. All right, F the button to open the ramp. The ramp, F to close the ramp, F for the pilot seat. It's Altar or something like that to do your power ready. Find your ATC shortcut somewhere on your shortcut list, or just use the MFDs.
You are clear to head out. Launch complete.
And to put the landing gear up once you're off the deck.
Landing gear up.
Oh, we're at 78% quantum fuel. Hopefully that's enough.
I hope you enjoyed your time here, Orson, and you have a pleasant rest of your journey.
Might be that Levski isn't the only ATC that got new voice lines. I don't remember that one. But yeah, there's the strobing beacon as we're leaving. The center hub. The basically the junction, a four-way junction between the different platforms, which is fairly unique across the rest of Orson as we're leaving. So it's to help you find your way back here when it comes time to rent more ships. Alright, let's start making our plans for Nyx. So we're looking for the Nyx gateway, and it is way out there. Alright. I think it'll take about 30% of our tank. We're able to set the route, so that's good. We can get there, but we'll want to gas up when we do get there. And it's gonna take 5.5 minutes. Switch up our... We got our calibration. Charging's already been done. And we hit our left mouse button to engage. Away we go. Kind of do enjoy this ship. I mean, as a starter, it actually has pretty much everything you need. It's good for one person. There is a small, I think, kitchenette in the back. There's the bed to log out, bathroom for hygiene play once they put it in there. 8 SCU of cargo, which is actually better than most of the other starters. Guess the cargo platforms are a little bit fiddly getting the boxes in and out, but can't argue with the capacity. The cargo, once loaded, is still accessible from inside the interior space of the ship, and it's got a single size 4 laser repeater on the front, which is on the larger side for any of the starters. Does have its drawbacks too, but all in all, not a bad ship at all. One of the few in my reckoning that would compete with my Aurora. But it is one of those things that you pay for. $65 normally. Might get $5 off on a war bond. Oh, did this only come out last year? My goodness, time flies. I mean, I guess the upshot is if there's no war bonds, there's no war bonds for the Intrepid itself. There's plenty of options of stuff that it could go into if there are other war bonds. The whatever the LTI token ship is, similar to the MTC last year. It's only a $15 upgrade from that to get into the Intrepid. Plus, I think they're yeah, hauler starter pack at $80. The only thing, and we'll see what happens with IAE, but chances are this will have 10-year insurance on it. May or may not go on sale, we'll see. Alright, back to the game. Oh, there's the Nyx gateway. Alright, we're at 42% quantum fuel. I do not know what's on the other side of the Nyx gateway. Okay, we just got bumped by a Polaris. Awesome. I mentioned that there was going to be a lot of people on the server when we get to it. Alright, I don't actually need to get a hangar, but it would be one way to do that. I am going to try and see. I think that looks like pads over there. There's usually folks on it, and if we zoom in, we can see there's a elevator door, so definitely a pad. Our landing gear down. We're just gonna scooch beside this Avenger Titan here. Can get a hangar if we want,
Landing complete.
but all we're doing is touch and go to refuel the quantum. And once it's up to 100%, we'll head for the jump point.
Fuel 100%. Launch complete. Landing gear up.
I'm sorry. Due to inactivity, we have been forced to assign your landing zone to another customer.
Got a bunch of billboards for the entry. Other markers for the jump point. So we'll ping away and see where there's a lot of rocks around here, so
Shields on.
let's cool our jets a little bit here.
Shields off.
Alright. There's our entry parameters. We get the tuning. Somebody else actually might be opening this for us. We're obstructed. There we go. Get that rock out of the way. Activate with the button. There we go. Gets the flare off and opens up the jump point for us. We'll roll forward a little bit, but it should grab us there. Entering jump tunnel. That should bring us. Once it grabs somebody else. The rapids all the way through. No throttle. Can't change speed, can't brake. Just gotta run it without touching the edges or the obstacles. Might have to cool some of the lighting effects on this at some point. Ooh, it's going green. I don't think we've seen that before. One of the early criticisms was the Nyx should be a different color as the wormholes change during the course of the travel. Yellow on stand to red for pyro, and apparently Nyx is now green, so... And people say CIG never fixes anything. Alright, here we are. Welcome to Nyx. Alright, let's get clear of the exit point before somebody in a Polaris bumps us again. Quantums and jumps are supposed to kind of have a scattering effect, but so that people aren't necessarily jumping in on top of each other, but obviously something about that's been a little wonky. Alright, so that's the Stanton Gateway and the jump point for where we are, and let's take a look at where we are for Nyx. Now we have lots of quantum fuel, so I think we're okay. Oops. Alright, so Pyro Gateway is way over on the other side. Not quite as far from one gateway to the other as it was to get from Crusader to the Nyx Gateway in Stanton. So, good to know. And Levski is 1.5 minutes. Be just a tiny sip to get there. Like everything we know about is on the galactic plane. No other mapped points of interest at the moment, which is fine. I think there are other points, but you got to get into a mission to get there, so that's fine. So Levski. I'm not going to worry about landing on the space station. It's right there. I'm sure you can figure it out. It's not what we're here to see today.
Quantum travel engaged.
Ungoverned. It's supposed to be an F-type star. Runs even hotter than ours. Uh-oh. Quantum interdiction. Oh, this will be interesting.
Quantum travel cancelled. Quantum travel complete.
Why am I in interdiction field? Alright, I don't have anything on my scope, so it would indicate issues. The interdiction fields, calibrating, and gone again. Nope, come on.
Quantum travel complete.
There's a little delayed on the execution. I accidentally canceled it again.
Quantum travel engaged.
Oh man, I haven't seen a quantum interdiction in a minute. At least it gives you some warning before it pulls you out.
Quantum travel complete.
Now, still 50 out. Yeah. This definitely seems like a place of, don't be in too much of a hurry to throttle up. Let everything load. And then carry on, right? Bust our way into Levski. Oh, there are lots of rocks out here. Pulsing, is it? Alright.
Shields on.
Weapons locked in armistice zone. We're already in the armistice zone. I thought we were still 30 clicks out, at least. But with the red lights, we can already see the external elevators for Levski. It's an interesting banding that they did with the Glacium ring. I mean, being right in it, right? Can't remember who it was. They made a good point. It'll look pretty fantastic when we can get a some sort of viewpoint position above the galactic or the system plane, the orbital plane, so we can actually see the rings. Alright, looks like there's a contact up top, and we could go over the top and approach Levski from over top of the borehole. I think it might be interesting to go up through the bottom. External elevators. Apparently no one really cares about right away here, so... Interesting seeing the holes in the rock part right through. There might be another set of landing pads or something like that in there. All right. So request a. We got the regular pads out here. For gas and go. Not sure where our zero-G playground is. It's over there. All right, let's get a landing pad.
Landing gear down.
All right. Welcome to Levski. Turn this off. I don't think I'm going anywhere else tonight. Interesting look for the hangar, all built out of the asteroid.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been moved. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
And away goes the Intrepid. All right, storage access. Nothing there. All right, first things first. Especially before Teach's ship shop. Guess we gotta go to customs. We're gonna go and set our spawn so that if an elevator or anything else kills us here,
Not sure why it wants to work upon the UAE.
I don't think that's supposed to be here, but what else is new? See, hospital service, pharmacy, insurance. We'll go over the insurance. All right. Regen is transferred.
Anything new in your world?
Been looking to put together another whole.
All right. With that, actually, I might link up with the other folks if they're still game for it. Did I run their voices back? Did I miss anything? Doesn't look like it. All right. Good evening.
Hello. Hey, hello, Purple.
How's it going?
It's going. Was trying to do those new holding mission that are meant for the whole sea.
Oh, okay.
But I forgot that it's repetition based, so you have to do all the tralala before the old school one.
Yeah, and it
So-
resets every time they redo the patch, which makes it very hard to test some of these things.
Yeah, so
They give you lots of money, but no reputation for the grind. So. some
yeah,
weird
we're just
lighting
arriving
effects.
Let's ski right now in one of your favorite ship.
I'm still in my loading screen, man. This isn't good.
Did you join on me or?
No, not at all.
I didn't think so because we're
Yeah.
not friends in the PTU.
I did add you as a friend.
Oh, there you are. Okay.
Yeah, I'm in the origin ship right now at 90. Yeah, I know. The goal was to I'm trying to find the pads in left key. I'm gonna initiate self-destruct and get out of here.
Oh, I'm in. I'm in.
Nice job. Told you it'll be fine.
All right. Did you actually want to wander around Lowski at the same time, or should I just carry on with my own personal?
I don't
tour?
mind. I don't mind. Just we need to log in the same server, so I don't want to interrupt what you're doing.
Okay. Yeah, why don't you go ahead and join on me while I do an intermission, and I'm gonna go over to my server.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm landing.
For
I need to land. So.
For Discord, I mean.
Oh yeah. Sounds good. Yeah.
So yeah, I'll drag you guys in. Well, get yourselves to the lobby, and I'll drag you in.
Yeah,
once
give me
you're
a
there.
couple minutes to get myself situated here.
Yeah, I'll be off for about 4 or 5 for the intermission anyway.
Yeah, all good. Thank you.
All right.
Trying to find the.
Alrighty. Back in. So we'll wander around, if nothing else. Let's turn my overlay off. Alright. It has been... There's definitely something... Okay, the lighting there is a little bit weird. I'm not sure why that is. The QR code up there so that...
It was just lovely. Did her parents spend too much on it? Sure. But I guess when your kids nearly dropped out to join the gang, it was stolen, gotta celebrate it. But it might as well have grown legs and walked out of the hangar for as much as they know. It's downright frustrating.
You don't look like Jared. You sound like Jared.
That's how it goes, I guess.
You do not look like Jared.
I've been thinking about packing up everything, heading out somewhere new for a fresh.
Alright. Let's get Condev and Sienna in here. Hello again.
Again, my game crashed, so I'm trying to troubleshoot that.
Oh, got it. Condev, did you manage to get the rest of Phase 2 done?
Yes.
Sweet. Was it all with Canon Actual?
Yeah.
Perfect. Glad he was able to get that sorted out with you. Was
And I befriended him and his buddies. They're nice.
yeah, it seemed like a decent group of guys. Pretty much figured out he was worth hanging out with almost immediately, so and sending them the friend requests and whatnot while he was still streaming. I'll have to see about linking up with him and his crew for some of the other stuff eventually. Home and Hearth.
Sienna, you there?
I'm still in the loading screen.
Oh, you alt F4'd?
No, crash to desktop.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I didn't even have time to alt F4. Which means if I'm not here and he's still on the ship, if I don't spawn back, go join purple, don't wait on me because I'll be all the way back to Stanton.
No, I see you still.
I'm just saying in the case of it doesn't work, right? Don't wait on me.
This bed looks extremely uncomfortable.
Guess that's the way it is sometimes.
Alright. I think I might start at Teach's.
Teach's?
What?
Teach's Ship Shop.
Oh yeah, I've missed. Oh, it's back.
It is back, and I haven't been killed by a prospector ladder at Teach's in a long time.
Right?
Like 4.5, 5 years maybe.
I must say I had some nostalgia seeing Levski. I was like, alright, that brings memories. Yeah, I'm being timed out right now from according to the console, so I'm not sure I'm gonna be back, but we'll see. Sorry about that, Purple. Game crashed at the worst possible time.
Yeah, no worries.
Worst case scenario, you guys carry on without me. It's all good. I'm not gonna re-travel like the whole thing.
It's kind of funny. I'm noticing around here the number of wildlines going on. We're not going to have to miss Jared because of no ISEs anymore because his voice is everywhere.
At least he has a voice. I have no voice for the past 4 days now.
Alright. Shall we tempt fate? Oh, this isn't even a prospector. They swapped it out for a fortune.
Guess that's the way it is sometimes.
I'm back, Condev. trying to jump back to that ski. So with Condev, we're gonna try some shenanigans. It's an origin ship, right?
Yeah. Well, there must
So
have been.
I'm
I think Condev has been here before.
I have not.
You sure?
Been where?
In the Fortune at
Lance
Teach's
said,
ship shop.
"Hi-yo, everyone.
Oh.
No, he's
How
never
goes?
seen Teacher's ship shop.
Sienna, when it comes to game crashes, is there a best possible time?"
Condev started played last
Smiley
year.
face.
Do you know
Like
why
2
I
years
know
ago
Condev's been here?
Why?
There's no
You have
fuse.
clips
There's
over
no
there?
fuses in the Fortune.
Oh.
Condev, did you lie to me?
I must have amnesia.
Fuse amnesia. So Condev, you know where the exit are, right? I don't believe in you, brother. Hey, Purple.
Hmm.
Do you happen to know how long it takes for the 890 to self-destruct?
If that was you going pop, longer than you have to get to the elevators.
I'm gonna try to land the thing on a pad, initiate self-destruct, and get the fuck out of here, Godspeed. And I hope we have enough time. I don't know the time on it, so I'm assuming 15 seconds.
Yeah, no idea.
Well, time to science Condev, right?
What is with that? I'm wondering if they're gonna redo the Prospector after this interior rework of the with the Fortune. I'm not sure how they're gonna fit all the components without expanding the living space the same way. Or where they're hiding the imaginary buffers of salvage material that then gets put out in the box printers on the side. Weird. Okay.
Call of Duty's rating is down to 1.7.
Why are you watching those ratings like if it was a Bible? It's a bad game,
I'm
we
not.
know.
I'm just seeing the news stories about it.
It's made by AI. What do you expect?
I see an
That's
aurora.
exactly what I expect, which is why it's fun to watch.
It is an
That's gonna be-
Aurora CL there, Lance.
Uh-oh.
And the mole is very dirty here.
Now I'm okay.
You'd think even if it was Teach's, if they were selling it, they'd at least hose it down a little.
So now I crashed.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
Everything was working well. Now that we group up with Purple, everything is going to shit. What have you done, Purple?
We didn't even group up yet.
Exactly. It's even the worst part.
I'm not sure what your problem is. Teach's is working fine for me so far.
Is it teaching you something?
1, crash. Yeah.
Is it teaching you something at least?
No. Well, Golem's available for 1 million. Oh, I'm definitely buying one of those when 4.4 drops. So I might
Any
take a
ship
look
you
at the
gonna-
requirements are for Wicklow's version.
Any ship you're gonna buy for this IE, expect CCU chains?
Well, the CCU chains depends on what Warbond deals become available, right? I am looking for a few pieces to fill in the gaps with the Perseus. Well, and everything. I have about 20... I have over 20 chains sort of pending. Some I plan to keep and some were just opportunities because other CCUs took over previous ones with a better deal, so.
Yeah, for the Perseus is not sale limited, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, so Perseus, I have a prowler that I'm gonna grab towards it, and unless there's a ship in between that I can use. But yeah, that's the goal. Are you back in the game yet, Nate?
And loading in.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think on launch I am definitely coming back here again. I love teachers. I mean, it was the first. I think it was the first shop where you could buy ships. So.
I feel like Levski is gonna become your home.
Home away from home. I mean, I'll still put my primary in Lorville probably, just because most of the stuff around, tends to concentrate around Stanton. Nyx, I'll wait for probably at least a couple patches for it to stabilize before I dare put a residence here.
You still think of putting a residence? That's the fun part.
Well, you always have to pick a permanent residence, right? So.
No point even thinking about it. I'd sooner cut off my own arm than deal with a member of the UEE. You can quote me.
I'm waiting for Gandev.
Might just spend a bunch of time listening in on the various conversations here.
Keeping busy?
I've been better. Had a terrible dream last night. Something woke me up in the middle of it too, and now I can't shake this weird feeling. Like, I know the dream is just my mind processing stuff.
Okay.
It's so damn real.
I want to check something here. If we took the Argo Mole and rented it.
What's been going on with you?
Well, I think in a self-destruct to next to a pad.
How are you getting by?
Sad.
I want to spawn the rental mole and see if it has the same paint job.
I'm back.
Nice. Well, let's go. We cannot self-destruct here. So we're just gonna fly off.
Let me try.
Alright, so rentals up top there.
Last time I'm gonna see teachers and then I'm gonna slowly log off for the night. I'm feeling so sick and my voice is killing me.
Alright.
My wife says I'm the night is big, but well. Sorry, wifey.
I've been thinking about packing up everything, heading out somewhere new for a fresh start.
So we can buy at the ships, but I don't see any purchase terminals so far. So many wild lines going on all at the same time. It's all stepping on each other.
Absolutely need water. I have like 3% left. It's not gonna make it. Oh shit, that's not an elevator. That's not a pad. Oh god damn it. It's just a cargo elevator. Oh, no way.
Oh.
What?
My game froze for a few seconds, but I'm good.
Fuck. Is there pads in Levski, Purple? I thought that was a pad, but it's not.
There should be some pads around the outside, but you gotta kind of find your way to them.
Is it the one next? No, but it's the cargo elevator, Nate. It's not a pad.
The Autoland worked on it for some reason.
Try to see the other ones.
Gotta take things a day at a time, right? As my pop says. You can't
I think the one next door is the pad we're looking for. Hopefully. Maybe not.
Anything happening?
Days like today remind me why I left
Nope.
Terra.
There's use buttons
She means
on some of the terminals that are just laying around as gash here.
just gonna let the day take me where it takes
Huh.
Oh,
Feels like I've been going non-stop recently, and it's starting to wear on me.
I don't think I'm gonna sleep ski tonight. I'm gonna die. I have no water.
Okay, so that's rentals, and these are purchases.
Why is everyone suddenly concerned about the UEE coming in, taking control of the system? If there was anything in Nyx they really wanted, they would have claimed this system centuries ago. You think it's anything to be concerned about?
Wow, there's a perfect wild line right there.
There's a Polaris here. Maybe there's an elevator to go somewhere.
There was an elevator right next to the...
That's a cargo.
No, there's another elevator. These are the pads. There's an elevator over here.
Everything goes according to plan. The two of us
You
are
walked
gonna
right
go
past
on
it.
an extractor.
Or probably floated past it.
Some things just boggle the mind.
It is on.
Anything happening?
Alright, so we got items. Rentals and ships.
Can you tell me where? Because I don't see anything.
Oh, you're on your way. You're on your way back. You see, you're going in the right direction.
Can't even. I'm gonna die. I have like 2% of water now.
Oh.
Okay, there's a
Okay.
pad here. Well,
I'm
There,
running over to you.
we have a new. It looks like we have a new PDC option.
already? What is
Yeah,
it?
well, I mean, there's the M2C Swarm, which is, I think, the laser turret that most of the PDCs are stock, right? But here we also have a PPB 1116 Pepper Box. 16 size 1 missiles. The Pepper Box is as disruptive as it is deadly, excelling both inflicting damage and overwhelming
You just
evasive
find it?
maneuvers.
Yeah, you found it.
Nice. That's gonna be interesting for the pursuers.
Yeah, well, they were talking about a new PDC coming into the verse, and some people were, I think, mistaking the remote turret on the Perseus as a new PDC. I think this Pepper Box is more the is the actual item that they were talking about. It's an anti-missile missile system.
Definitely gonna be useful, yeah.
No, I guess the question on this is it going, because it doesn't say, the Swarm talks about protecting ships from incoming missiles, torpedoes, and other high-speed threats. I'm wondering if the Pepper Box is going to be anti-missile and anti-torpedo, or only anti-fighter. Because it also talks about overwhelming evasive maneuvers, so it might be trying to
You could set your respawn here and then just die.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, but the screens are not cooperative. There you go. I'm dead. I literally died of thirst. I just had time to put my spawn. That's literally what happened. I got lucky. Alright, where's Teachers? That's what I want to do.
It's off the same elevators as the hangars.
Okay. Keep my way there then. Gonna watch that and then I'm gonna slowly log off because my voice is not gonna allow me to talk more.
Proxcom chat's being as pleasant as usual.
What's happening?
I don't know, somebody. Somebody's cranky about the performance that they're getting.
Things are getting pretty desperate in the UAE.
Well, it's the PTU, isn't it?
Sure.
I went to the hospital and there's writing on the wall. It says, "Sorry, you're sick, Devin." And they used the wrong your.
Are we really surprised?
No.
A terrible dream last night.
So, pulling a few hustles on the side.
I'm also guessing it was a child, based on the writing.
Do you see the stuff where they donate stuff to that child that died?
Yeah, the Tanaka statue.
I stole some stuff there long ago. Let's see. The way. So you said by the hangar.
Hangar elevators.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same elevator you used to get to your hangar.
It is donations here. Condev is not following me at all.
I just got out of the hospital. What do you want? My frame rate's not great.
That's normal.
How are things with you?
You're running the Antium with 2 purple rifles there, one of you, or?
I'm not setting an alarm or planning anything.
Yeah, the blue ones? Yeah, that's me, with the concierge one.
Yeah, okay.
That's how it goes, I guess.
Oh wait, let me invite you on a party, I guess. That'll make life easier. There you go. And then we can go see Teachers. It's in here, right?
Right, no.
No, wait, no, I'm done here.
No, the hangars. You gotta go through customs where Condev is going.
Oh, interesting. Oh yeah, I see it now. Go see the shop. You coming with us, Purple, or?
Yeah, I'll come back with you.
Oh, hold on. Man,
No,
I'll
that's
take the
fine.
elevator down.
I'll meet you there.
Oh, 0 frame rate. Yay, Teachers! Oh my god, it's still the same. I mean, kind of.
It's the same flavor. It's bigger and there's more stuff there, and it's a different selection. But
Yeah.
it's recognizable.
It does bring good old vibe. Oh, there's a raft here.
It's a mole.
It's a mole, my bad. Mole. Still cool.
Or Gollum, I mean.
There's a golem. I did need one of those ships at some point.
Okay, I'm gonna see if the med bed on the Nursa works.
There's a Gladius here.
I can transfer my I can transfer my imprint to the Nursa, and it is working for
Well, if you want
for
wanna,
hydration and stuff, so
if you want to respawn in Teacher's shop, at least you can.
there, hydration solved.
Well, I died of thirst earlier, so.
Well, I was at 23%, and I was thinking about running back to the going down to the Grand Barter and getting some drinks, but then you guys wanted to come over here, so it's like, let's test the Nursa, see if it works. Emergency hydration station, Nursa approved.
Is that a freelancer max?
No, it's the I think it's the DUR, the long-range exploration version.
Oh, really? I've never really seen it.
Well, it looks like you can only... Oh, no,
Each is
there's...
special, interesting.
Yeah.
They have special components, apparently.
Oh, it's up in the back. You can look at it.
Teaches has special components?
Yeah.
I mean, I know it says that in the marketing.
Says it has it. Yeah.
I know the marketing says that. I'm not sure if that's actually the case. Would have to investigate further. I'm sure Urkel or somebody will dig out all the data on that eventually.
Trying to find the components where they were, guys.
Oh, it says in the thing, in the description of them, it says that it's outfitted them with special components.
Yeah, I know that's what it says.
No, I'm telling him that.
But
he said he's looking for the components.
Oh.
No, but I mean like normal components.
Up there, I see guns.
Oh, there it goes. Yeah, there it goes. Got it.
How it goes, I guess. How you doing? Great.
No, I already did the rental for the mall.
Drift, Ryostar, EOS. How is that? Oh, it's a fuse. Shroud, Colossus.
Perfect. All right. Let me confirm your preferred destination here. I'll have it sent to your hangar. You're all right.
Decided to take a few days for
14
myself.
million.
I'm not setting
15
an alarm or
million.
planning anything.
Jeez.
Just gonna let the day take me where it takes me. Feels like I've been going on.
Why is it so expensive?
On me.
Pretty wild.
Why is what so expensive?
The guns and shit.
Well, they're ship guns. And it's Nyx, so it's far away from any supply line, so to get anything shipped in here probably costs extra.
I feel like it'd do my soul some good to get back to basics.
So we'll say the economy team, at least until they can get Quanta to do the trip for them.
As my pop says, you can't control.
They have a teacher's special reclaimer. Teach a special vulture.
I know the dream was just my mind processing it, but it felt so damn real.
Nomad. Golem. A2.
They sell an A2 here?
Yeah.
I guess that explains why there's
million.
Colossus bombs for sale as well.
Gotta take things a day at a time, right?
Alright, I'm gonna go to my hangar. I want to test out these moles.
There's Purple's favorite ship here.
The Constellation.
No, the Aurora.
Sort of. It's a CL model, so... Which I am going to have to buy just so I can pull... I need to test if the cargo rack thing still works for it. There was a thing a few patches back where if you took the
I gave everyone a whole C for free to test for this.
Your vehicle
I'm
has
guessing.
been delivered to the. Please visit us again.
I think it's because of IAE. Remember, everything is free for rental.
No, I mean it's not rented. I didn't rent it. It was just it's in my hangar for it's in my fleet manager. It doesn't have a timer on it.
No. I'm gonna grab a whole C this IAE too. That's the thing I'm debating. My game crashed.
Nice.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again. Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Please visit us again.
It's pretty cool here.
All right, let's do a vehicle check here. Thermal,
I think
Ginzel, Hurricane.
My game completely crashed.
Kura, Hurricane, Ginzel, and Thermal Core. Let's check Teach's special. Yeah, same components. Okay, different mining head loadout. Is the normal clean paint job. All right. There are different
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
All right, that's the okay. So that's the rental. So instead of running the stock MH lasers, they're running was it a helix, a Klein? Yeah, a helix and two Kleins. Putting helix up front like that is a little sketch.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been
Alright, gents, my game crashed completely. So you guys can carry on without me.
Alright.
I don't know, carry on doing what? I ain't doing anything right now.
No worries. I've gotten the mold testing I needed to do, so...
There you go, Condev. You're gonna do mold testing.
Okay.
But yeah, no, so the baseline components are still there for the Teach's version, but it does have a different set of mining heads given by default, which is interesting.
Like a good set, or
oh yeah, it's 2 Kleins and a Helix too, so which is pretty much what I would use
Condev,
too.
did you get the other missions done?
Teachers teach you well.
Yeah, Lance Condev got the rest of the missions done with Canon. All right, how are we doing for time? All right. I'm gonna bounce out a voice and do the rest of the tour, I guess, of Nyx. If you guys are taking off anyway.
Okay.
Excellent.
I don't know if Condev's staying, but I'm taking off because my voice is not.
Yeah, well, I want to get the rest of the footage and whatnot because I'm not going to be able to.
Yeah, you're good.
I might not be able to talk after tomorrow night either. So.
You're fine. You guys take care.
All right. See you later. See you
Later.
If it ain't one thing, it's another. Right.
All right. I'll catch you later, Condev.
Yeah, later, man. Take care.
Rest well,
Peace.
Sienna.
What's up on your end?
Somebody almost scratched my ship the
All
other day.
right. Let's mute out the bot and the alerts here. Get rid of the overlay again.
Grabbed him by the collar and put the fear of God in him.
All right, so we've checked out the hangars, Teaches, and the Mercy Hospital. We went over to the Municipal Works. Let's do the Grand Bartle last. So... do the cargo deck and then the refinery. And then the Grand Barter. So no elevators this time, just constant moving trams. So constant cycling elevators that you don't actually get to. Got to get on and hop off at the right amount of time, I guess.
Capsule now approaching station. Stand clear of disembarking passengers.
How about the Grand Barter? We're not supposed to be at the Grand Barter. Okay, well, guess we're at the Grand Barter after all. Ventilation and power. As I recall, over, like, this used to be one of those first areas that could transition to 0G at some point. Not sure if that's actually the case or that eventually you'll be able to find a second exit from here. Oh, never mind. This is the mission giver location, I guess. Maybe.
I need you to keep your eyes and ears open about this. Folks talk more freely. Any security concerns you want to flag?
Been on a bad streak lately, but my luck's due to turn any day now. Some sidekicks finally coughed up, which will help me clear out my debts. And keep me with a little left over, so yeah, I feel like things are looking up.
Not sure if you ever met my grandma, but she used to say, acknowledge the evil you see, but don't let it change you. I always have that in the back of my mind when thinking about how the Alliance should handle this. Keep it moving, folks.
All right. Sure if this is supposed to be a back way into the Grand Barter or what? Warhol Station. Lots more to explore, apparently. This is the main control station or something. I don't know about you, but I cannot make that out at all. No, I'm not actually having too much issues with this, so let's see what we're looking at here. Server FPS running about 21. That's actually not too bad. Population Shard 127, server 37. That might explain why, as lag ski goes, I haven't been noticing too much issue, but that might just be because there's actually a normal number of players on this. Not even as many as you would generally see. Alright, so conscientious objects, I think, is our weapon shop. Space AK. There's the triple down. Oh, the Ripper is available. Interesting. And pulverizer. Now, I think they missed a massive opportunity with this. In terms of being able to get the back end for player-to-player trading set in, they seem to have a block behind base building for some reason. That doesn't make a lot of sense. 'Cause right from the get-go of crafting, or even at the point that we're looting, there should be some capacity to do player-to-player trading within the game. They already have the escrow stuff set up. Even without some of the social tools, the basics of being able to choose either a person-to-person trade or person to the wider NPC universe, or player to just general player audience. Any of those should be doable. And instead of setting up as a shop, it could have been set up as sort of an eBay version of things where you can find stuff on the mobiGlas, or and you shouldn't even be worried. They shouldn't even be worried about the instantaneous transfer from one inventory to another. Never mind missions, like no freight elevators, no missions. Just go inventory to inventory. We do it with various other rewards. Could get delivered to your primary residence, if not wherever you're actually at. But if they really wanted to do, physicalized inventory at the shop, then you set one or two main marketplaces that actually do all the business, and the gram barter would have been perfect for it. It would give an excuse for everyone to come to Nyx, drop off their wares on the massive cargo elevators, and then there would just need to be a bank of terminals around the Grand Barter here for the player-to-player trading. And all the back-end stuff would already be set up, and it could be well debugged before we get to the point of having to worry about player-to-player shops, either on ships like the BMM or on bases, which require base building and crafting and a bunch of other stuff. So. Oh dear. Star Kitten mugs. Oh my god. Where was the flower shop? There was a flower shop over here that I remember seeing. It's a coffee place. Near beer. Given what they're doing at the statue at the Anthony Tanaka statues. They really should have a carryable bouquet that you get here and just drop by the statue. Even get a couple of them so that, you know, folks have some choices. Be interesting to see what would happen with that memorial if there were more options like that. This definitely has the background noise. Alright, main galleria of any space station, but on steroids. Alright, so this is next stop customs. But if it's still going down, then hopefully we get to the refinery this time.
Non-stop recently, and it's starting to wear on me.
Pretty wild.
The capsule will be leaving the station momentarily.
Please follow designated routes and refrain from approaching the tanks.
Alright, so the central lift signs are apparently incorrect. For A anyway. What's this one say? Next up, cargo deck. Yeah, see, that doesn't make any sense because we got it on B. Okay, so the signs are backwards. Don't trust them. Supplies. Hey, look, these make sense. Thermal wave coat, which I'm assuming is for hot work, and a Pembroke, which is also for hot work. It's almost like anywhere that you could land on this system would be too hot to actually go out in. Mention that. There's no possibility of liquid water on Nyx 1. Game development device, it works fine, but it'll need to teleport like Levski did. Where it was in Stanton, despite all lore saying otherwise. They didn't bother changing the lore, they just teleported it once it served its purpose. Alright, why do you say you're going up? You shouldn't be going. It says it's going up. But you might go up in order to get to the cargo deck. Yeah, okay. Oh, cargo deck and exterior exit. Okay, so this is where the, well, playground is, I guess.
What's good for you? Been looking into getting one of those sites.
Cargo services, what do we have here? Oh, commodities, good.
No idea how the hell it works, but it's pretty.
So you can do the spec trading through there. Cargo shop items, tractor beams, etc. Pretty much as it should be.
But it felt so damn real.
Gone are the contracts Snape removed from
Right.
Trevor. We stay on
Speaking of
the
gameplay
swear around words. I'll never
areas,
begrudge anyone.
love it. All right, so 0G. It's not even the borehole. It's just a divot. A little more gravity than I was expecting. All right, so this might need a few other things thrown in here. So what I was thinking they would do with this one is throw a few pieces in here, almost make part of it into a playground type thing. Need playground equipment. Maybe that's part of that for or something. I don't know. But what I was thinking for this is it makes a lot of sense to throw this in here. Because one of the things that we saw in the gameplay demo for Squadron 42 last year was a lot of the push-pull, 0G push-pull. It's a whole segment from the prologue that's all 0G push-pull. And this area would be a perfect spot to test out some of those mechanics. Alright, so there's gantry over there and the main thing over there. Flyers hovering because that's what they do. Alright. So yeah, 0G playground, which would be a perfect spot to test out the 0G push-pull when they bring it over into the PU from Squadron. Perfect.
I was having a drink in the Seine the other weren't even trying to be quiet. Can you believe it?
So come on, talk to me. Things are getting pretty desperate.
Regular guy to a legend. You know what I
Now
mean?
approaching station. Stand clear of disembarking passengers.
I hear you.
The capsule now approaching the station momentarily. Stand clear of disembarking passengers. Terribly.
Life been good to you recently?
Can't complain, really. Tell you the truth, give me a bowl of porridge in the morning and I'm right as rain. I hear Admiral Bishop eats a bowl every morning too, if you can believe it. No wonder those duels don't stand a chance.
Some things just boggle the mind.
What's new with you, my friend?
All right, F to sit. And F to get up. All the yes. All right. I think covered pretty much everything I actually needed to. We got welcome to Nyx. I guess there's probably missions, isn't there? Contracts. Most of the usual suspects. Missing person in the Glicium ring.
How are things with you?
Been on a bad streak lately, but my luck's due to turn any day now. Some psychics finally coughed up, which will help clear out my debts.
Oh yeah, and Intersect, apparently
Feel like things are looking up.
the new welcome to Nyx missions are locked behind a reputation thing with Intersect. So you need to do a couple missions for them before you can actually carry on. Whatever. That's gonna be a problem later on. Oh, looks like a much more reasonable place to end the stream. All right.
How about you? You good?
Let's see. We covered everything we needed to for the for IAE coming up. We toured the floor, got ourselves there, got ourselves through the jump point to Nyx, wandered around to sort of see what is going on around the area. I think that's it for the night. All right. I am going to get out of here and roll credits. If you are on Twitch, hang out and we will raid over to somebody else once the music stops. And otherwise, we will catch you around in the verse. Not too much longer to, where are we at? Like 3 days. Everything starts on the 20th. And we may get the patch a little bit in advance so that people can download it so that they're not all on it at once. We'll see. But that will depend on...
You don't say.
So what's up? Decided to take a few days for myself. I'm not setting an alarm or planning anything. Just gonna let the day take me where it takes me.
somebody pooched something there.
Well, I may. So, do what you gotta do.
Figure all I need is a few resources and I can just fabricate anything else I need. I feel like it'd do my soul some good to get back to basics.
How are you getting by?
Yeah, I'll tell you that. If it ain't one thing, it's another. Right. That's just how this big old verse works, right? For better or worse.
Not sure if the Polaris screwed something up or did that on purpose.
Things a day at a time, right?
All right, enough distractions. All right, we can get out of here. Don't forget, if you don't have a RSI account already, make sure to use the code purpletarget.tv/SC50K. Get the 50,000 extra credits when you get into the game. Plus, it'll make you eligible for things like the referral bonuses that might be available, or that will be available. We just don't know what it is for between the November 20th and the December 3rd. All right. I'm going to get out of here. Running credits. See you in a bit. Have a good one.